have it. Do you have the book I seek?
Magisters!
Your powers of observation astonish me.
Best you leave the building, stranger. We have sorcerer trouble. We're trying to talk her down without a fight. It's not going well. God's damn sorcerers.
Да, колдун истока. Здесь?
A sorceress, as it happens. A master of portals, and a lizard too. She seems unable to escape, thank the divine. But we can't get close enough to bring her down. We chased her clear across the country, and she's left devastation in her wake. We expect a Voidwoken attack here too, at any moment. That, or worse. Try to stay clear as you leave. You again? We have a goddamn sorcerer up there, and you're getting in the way.
Действительно проклятые колдуны. Сдохни.
Hurts, doesn't it? I'm ready.
Magisters are dead. You have my thanks. You know your trade.
She offers you a grateful smile.
Твое могущество велико. Ты можешь научить меня лучше владеть истоком?
She gives you a long look, considering the request.
You have proven yourself a friend at least, but you must prove your heart. I'll ask one more thing of you. I left my apprentice, Gwydion Rince, at the Black Pits. He is with his family. They are in danger. Help them, and I will help you.
Ладно, я попробую что-нибудь сделать.
I should be most grateful.
Так, а покажи, что у тебя есть. Цепная молния, да? А, геомантия 3. Ладно. Так. Чё бы сожрать? О, еда.
The pocked and lichened statue gazes down from under a canopy of overgrown ice. Your eyes close, death's shadows lift, rain becomes sun. Whatever fear this...
Ах, да.
The spirit of a very young nun wanders in the cloister. Seeing you, she gives you a shy smile and a bobbing curtsy.
Hello? Are you lost? Are you looking for a home?
Да, я заблудилась. Что это за место?
It is a home. A home for those who need one. Under the wing of Father Rallick, all are safe. All can find comfort.
Как этот монастырь стал твоим домом?
My parents were killed. Tragically. It was an accident. I wandered in the forests until the sisters found me. They washed my sins away, fed me, clothed me. That's what home is.
Почему ты не в чертогах Эхо? Ты же понимаешь, что мертва, верно?
She shrugs. If you had to choose an adjective to describe that shrug of hers, the closest word you could find would be sly.
Home's home. And besides, my parents are surely in the halls. By Rallick's blessing, I remain here.
С этими я общаться не хочу. Это вот. К этой я не хочу лезть.
It does not respond to my touch. There must be a way to activate it. I see a cage, and there's something in it.
He'll carve them all.
In the darkness of the woods, you spot a man overlooking a cage that holds creatures crept from a nightmare. Despite the all-too unsettling nearness of these horrors, he looks poised, regal even, and wholly at ease.
Go on. Step in from the shadows. Let's have a look at the wanderer lost in the woods.
Выхожу
There
вперед.
is much weakness in Revelation. What upper hand you had, you've lost.
He eyes you with a sudden intensity, makes you feel like a weight upon a scale, balanced against an unknown measure.
But you, there's something different about you. A desire to be seen through, so that I may know you for who you truly are, when you're yourself alone. It's been a while, hasn't it? Since your heart leapt in your chest because of your feelings. Since your hands reached for something delicate to your touch. Even now you see visions repellent to you. You see me as a mess of meat beset by maggots. Your fingers sinking slowly into the slush that were my eyes, licking your thumbs. Yes, I know how they work. Visitors like yours.
Внимательно смотрю на него. Это наверняка. Да, это Джаан, демонолог, которого я искала. Я разыскиваю тебя, чтобы протянуть руку для рукопожатия.
Suddenly, the tip of a dagger presses against your throat.
Take a step back.
Слушай, я и с оружием обращаюсь ловко.
The dagger presses harder in reply, and you've no other option but to recoil a few paces.
I do apologize for my ungentlemanlike behavior, but I see through you, just like you desire. I see what's inside of you. You, Losa, are an amalgam too hideous to contemplate. One who has a demon coiled around her god-woken heart. And what's more, you've brought it all the way here. To me. Why?
Я слышала, будто ты очень интересуешься демонами. Может, заинтересуешься и мной.
A demon is no more to me, frankly, than a sickness awaiting the scalpel. Of course, this particular kind of disease is invariably fatal, unless one catches it in the early stages. To be frank, you're not in an early stage at all, but your god-woken self has managed to keep the darkness at bay. I will be your surgeon. That much I promise. But there is much work to be done first. The plan is twofold. First, you must do me a favor. Then I will teach you. Enlarge your mastery of the source. You will need all the strength you can muster, and more, before we confront your visitor. A quid pro quo, I'm afraid. A tad vulgar of me, that much I admit. But needs must when the demon drives. I've a demon of my own, you see. One I've been hunting for a long time, and now I've managed to track him down to the island over yonder.
He points towards the northeast. You see nothing in that direction but grey water and a thick mist in which ghoulish shapes seem to form and fade.
I know it's there. My caged guests have confirmed as much. But to my great frustration, I cannot reach my goal. Death fog surrounds the island, and through death fog even I cannot pass.
Не хочу тебе все
Is where
портить.
you come in.
Не хочу тебе все портить, но я и сама беззащитна перед туманом смерти.
Of course, you are but a mortal, for now. But you are God-woken as well. Surely you have a few tricks up your sleeve. Consider it a test. Kill the demon, and I will be your teacher.
Хорошо.
Then let me shake your hand and describe your target. The demon's guise, or vessel, one can't be quite certain, is that of a lizard known only as the Advocate. Like all of his ilk, he is kind, he is charming. He will offer you what you desire most at seemingly no cost at all. There is no such thing as no cost at all. My advice is to strike before he even has a chance to speak. But should you choose to disregard me, should you allow him to parley, or above all else, remember that.
Я хотела бы узнать больше о природе этого острова.
It is a place of irony, if you will. Once the site of an academy dedicated to the art of demon hunting, now the remnant of a dream sliced open into nightmare. Rumor has it an exorcism went wrong there long ago, and for a short time a great demon stood unopposed. Had it not been for Dr. Deva, the entirety of Reaper's Coast could have looked like Blood Moon Island looks today. He contained the demon and its blood spawn to the doomed shores of the isle, surrounded it with death fog, and never looked back.
Не расскажешь о нем поподробнее?
I met him once, during a soiree in Arx. Quite the eccentric is Dr. Deva. But then again...
He looks you up and down.
Aren't we all?
Откуда ты знаешь, что я пробужденная?
He smiles, like one would at a child, asking about the birds and the bees.
I know because I've known others like you. Those whose fates are chained, for better or for worse, to that of the gods themselves. I have battled the foe of foes, and conquered it. For a while. I have sat in perfumed gardens with the source herself, drank life from her very lips. I have seen well over 2,000 springs, and will continue to do so until time itself closes its weary eyes. Trust me, I know what you are, and what you can be.
Есть советы, как добраться до острова?
Death fog obscures any approach and hangs thick over the collapsed bridge that led to the isle from the Driftwood Road. There is more than the mist alone there, though. Magic that evades my eyes. I also spotted a sloop further down the shoreline, but of course, a quiet afternoon's boating trip will be quite ruined once one hits death fog-shrouded waters.
Грёбаный некромант. Так. А чё у тебя мечей-то нету? Занятно, занятно. Какой интересный щит. Инициатива. Я даже не знаю. Интересно. Не, это все не особо так интересно. Так. Воздух. 20.
May you wander in wisdom.
Куда-то я не туда пошла. Туман, туман.
Maybe the river could be crossed on that.
Don't be casting your long shadows around here, missus. This here land's not for your kind.
A lake of death fog, and the bridge appears to be down.
Someone wants to discourage visitors.
A hidden... There must be a way across. Careful now. That's a trap. Seem to have made it. What lies ahead looks even less welcoming.
Так. Ух ты ж, блин. Как все запущено-то.
Greetings and salutations. Have no fear, we mean you no harm. No harm, no harm, no harm, no harm, no harm.
The being sniffs the air in your direction and licks his lips. He moves a couple of paces towards you, his eyes hungry and entranced.
My manners, master would not be pleased. He awaits you west of here. He will not harm you. Others may.
Кто твой хозяин и чего он хочет?
He doesn't respond at first. Instead, he stares, consuming you with his eyes.
Master is master. He wants you to go to him, west of here.
Ладно, а ты кто такой или что такое?
A servant. A loyal servant.
He wrings his hands as he answers you.
Loyal and hungry. Go now.
Ладно, ладно, я уже ухожу.
The statue is a striking sight, a sizzling blue, even stranger. A shard of polished iron peeks from under. Even a triple-sized troll couldn't make the...
Так.
What's that smell?
Something delicious.
Почему нельзя?
Where?
Close, watching. But not for you, for Master.
Нельзя? Блин. Так. Слышь, дорогие мои. Да не смешно. Так, ладно.
Dark words should not sully those honeyed lips. All will be well.
Before you, a statue. As you step closer to the statue, you feel the most comforting...
В смысле? Какая скотина прибила моего кота?
I don't usually like people, but you smell acceptable.
You can put a price for it, my love.
Ой, мать. Ой-ой-ой-ой. Блин.
spirits of a magister and a dwarf are locked in ethereal combat. Their vicious blows make no impact, yet they...
Sorcerer! You must hate the Reds as much as I do, eh?
Магистры опасны, только их провоцировать.
Provoked indeed. He knows Sorcerer's Law Voidwoken, and he knows we'd all still be alive if he hadn't attacked our caravan.
Rightly so. Reds had sorcerers locked up tight in that caravan. And you know where they were sending them. You look like you've been there yourself.
The Magister lunges for the dwarf, his exasperation clear.
Anna, you saw it with your own eyes. You know Sorcerer's Law Voidwoken, and you know we'd all still be alive if you hadn't attacked our caravan.
Я доложил магистрам в Дритвуде о разграбленном караване.
The Magister's shoulders collapse with relief. His burden lifted, his spirit slowly fades to nothingness before your eyes.
We tried to help your kind, and you'll help those that enslaved you?
Doubled over in agony, the shivering Magister spirit mumbles to himself, tightly noting the attention. He straightens, revealing insignia spelling Kinnet, and a jagged wound spilling his innards upon the ground. He reaches a ghostly hand into your chest and squeezes your heart.
Позволяй ему коснуться меня.
You become Kinnet, his memories flooding over you and replacing your own. Warmth, comfort. You are Kinnet, playing cards with your mates in a cozy barracks. You stagger to tipsy attention as a white-clad Magister commands that one of your troop seek a lost caravan. It's a one-man job, a job no man wants. Your sly-eyed troop leader holds out straws to you and the others. Who will investigate?
Вытягиваю левую соломинку.
You feel the short straw and hear them shout, "Kinnet!" You know what that means. A lonely traipse in the cold dark. You dawdle and grumble all the way, sobering as you find the overturned caravan. Massacre. Your lantern reveals ravaged corpses in every direction. Inhaling sharply, you smell a thick black stench you remember secondhand from the few void-woken corpses your troops have found.
Принюхиваюсь. Не опасно ли тут? Исчадие все еще здесь?
As you approach a dark thicket, the stench grows stronger. In a flash of void and blood, a claw rakes savage stripes across your guts. As staggering back from Kinnet's deathly grasp, only your own blood now pumps through your heart. With your living eyes, you see him trembling in front of you, desperately holding out 3 straws.
Протягиваю руку и забираю с дрожащих пальцев Киннета самую короткую соломинку.
As you pluck the short straw from his hands, Kinnet weeps with relief. His wound disappears in turn, and he is restored to the model image of a strapping young soldier. He looks around, then looks at you, and then he smiles.
Так, ну-ка, а что у меня с геомантией? Призыв. Софистика. А где геомантия? 1.
Back for a return visit? Have at it. Got yourself situated.
Так.
Keeping it together, Bree? I'm alright, as long as I don't think about it too much. You're safe among friends. Never forget it.
Так.
Yep.
Так, надо качать геомантию. Не хочу я пирокинетику качать в Лоусе. Вот не хочу. Феину покачать. В принципе, у него вот эта аудио руки гидросфистика раскачана. Призыв ему нафиг не нужен. Это нафиг. Почему бы и нет? Почему бы
My word,
нет?
but you do have at it. Got yourself situated.
Так, огонь. Призыв.
Yep.
Да. Так. Блин, он все еще стихи читает, блядь. Ну зачем я к нему подошла, а? Ё-моё.
What's the word?
Тебе повезло. Я нашла твой груз.
Oh, sweet. How I've missed you. Oh, how sweet it is to have you in my arms once more, safe and sound, right where you... As for you, my very handy friend, we have a score to settle, haven't we? Here, your reward. Now, if you'll excuse us...
When the mornings are dark and my regrets hold upon its bell, when the world
You can figure this out. Come on.
An elf in tattered red robes shifts through pages of handwritten notes spread across the table.
So many suspects. So many potential culprits. I need to narrow down the list. Think, you damn elf, think.
A floorboard creaks beneath your foot. The elf leaps around abruptly.
What? Why do you sneak up on me? Don't you know how dangerous that is, the way things are?
Что ты имеешь в виду?
Haven't you heard? My own Magister comrades are vanishing from right here in Driftwood. Whoever's behind it must be stopped. If you hear anything, come to me.
Судя по твоей одежде, ты не очень-то похож на магистра.
I was removed from their ranks due to my elven blood. I'll continue to serve, though. I won't stand to see my comrades taken by some vile traitor.
Слушай, ты бы начал новую жизнь подальше от магистра.
The Magisters are all I know, all I want. I turned my back on everything else when I joined them. My name, my blood, my history. If I'm not one of them, I'm nothing. I have to help them. 3 Magisters missing so far, and the rest are hunting for some sorcerer called Higba, a bloody tinkerer. He can't be responsible. I'm certain he can't.
Но кто ж тогда виновен?
That's what I'm intent on finding out. This tavern is full of scum and degenerates. The true culprit could easily conceal themselves amongst them. I have to keep investigating, keep the pressure up. The culprit will make a mistake eventually. If you see anything suspicious, let me know.
Ладно, я буду настороже.
You do that. Now away with you. What is it? Unless you know something about the disappearances, leave me alone. I need to concentrate.
Как продвигаются дела с поисками?
The elf shrugs listlessly, his eyes scanning his omnipresent collection of notes.
Plenty of suspects. Plenty of maybes. Precious little program.
Come until you're cured.
It doesn't make sense.
Так. А где? А, вот она. Вот она, вот она.
The carved figure is your touch.
Keep talking to him for you let that video.
Привет, мой киса. Хотя я не знаю, может, это сюда не стоило брать.
Okay, let's see what this master wants.
How can I tell if he's to be trusted?
You don't need me to tell you that.
True. I'm in deep, deep.
You want to buy something or not?
There you are, Loosa dear. How goes the hunt?
Хорошо. А ты что здесь делаешь?
That's for me to know, isn't it? You'd heartily disapprove anyway. And what could be more tedious than disapproval?
You're here to work. Are you also here to trade? I have much to show.
Я пришла поговорить. Ты кто?
I trade, you have coin. I have wares, nothing else matters.
Мне интересно, что это за лагерь. Что тут происходит?
You like your nose? Then do not stick it where it's not welcome. We are where we are meant to be. We will be told when we are meant to be somewhere else.
А что хворь-то хотела?
Your friend wanted a new deal. Wanted to renegotiate terms. We have a wager. Some say she succeeds.
Some say not. What say you?
Я не собираюсь в этом участвовать.
Ah, very well.
Покажи, что у тебя есть.
Look, do not touch. Not until you fatten my purse.
Да, показывай.
See you again. Perhaps.
Ё-моё. Хорошая броня. Однако. Чистые книги? А нафига чистые книги?
The lizard's eyes are dark as polished coal, void of all light. A faint frost seems to cover the cracked and broken scales around his mouth.
You have a reputation for both malfeasance and chaos. Imagine my surprise when it took you so long to find your way here. I see the miasma surrounding our islet certainly did not hinder you. Well, here you stand, in the flesh, so to speak. And a finer collection of corpusculae I never have seen. I trust you are not opposed to a mutually beneficial accord between civil and gentle persons.
Подозрительно гляжу на ящера. Ты о чем вообще?
Ah, a curious mind. A most glorious creation. I am here at the behest of my master to offer you a simple exchange. An offer of aid for the promise of aid. The epitome of civil reciprocity. You and he possess a common foe. The power behind the Voidwoken has made our lives hell, so to speak, since the Divine Order unleashed death fog against the Black Ring and those darling woodland creatures. And as the gods have shirked their duty, perhaps we could come to a mutually beneficial arrangement pertaining to both of our objectives. Indeed, I can offer you the source channel that you seek forthwith, as a gesture of good faith.
Возможно, но сперва у меня есть пара вопросов.
Indeed, the creatures that strut about this realm so often do. Very well. I can see them straining against your lips. Unleash them, Godwoken. Ask your questions.
Что именно мне нужно будет сделать?
My master has been troubled by the presence of the void as it creeps ever forward, encroaching on areas in which he himself once ruled supreme. Now, there is a tree at this island's core which has special significance to my master. Think of it as hallowed, sacrosanct ground. But the Black Ring maggots writhe all about its trunk. And you will exterminate these termites. It is simplicity itself, in truth.
А, твой хозяин, это кто вообще?
My master's identity is of no practical consequence in this matter. You need concern yourself with nothing barring the truth that my master always honors his vows. Your smoldering, half-demon pet can attest to that.
А что за дела у него были с Хвори?
She is the one that comes to me, helm in hand, in a sad attempt to beg and snivel her way out of previous and quite binding contracts. Alas, I am not at liberty to say more. My master values privacy above all else. He would not take it kindly if he discovered I had been indiscreet.
Ладно, я займусь этим кругом. Учи управлять Истоком.
An excellent decision, decisively delivered. It is indeed within my ingenuity to grant such a boon. Understand, Godwoken, that source abounds in all things.
The lizard's hand lashes out, the palm landing flat on your forehead. You feel a cold pain start to spread across your skull, but deep within you, something stirs.
There is neither enigmatic lore nor magical jewel required to open the channels of Source. It is enough to seize it with sufficient force of will, to know that all creatures are nothing but Source and vain hope.
You feel the pull of a far-off connection. You feel the dungeon, the red organic tendrils binding you. Your ears are filled with screams, and you're surprised to find they are your own.
Продолжаем.
Cold pain shoots through your veins, sharp and quick, but cleansing. You can feel your body opening up, filling with the promise of power as your ability to channel source swells. The far-off connection fades, as do the screams. You feel empty, hungry.
Somewhat more roused, are you, Godwoken? It is such delicious vivication. Now, tell me, is there anything further in which you yearn to be enlightened?
Ладно, я пойду.
This is incredible. I've never felt so alive.
You feel newfound powers of the source course wildly through your body. Deep inside your soul, a voice calls for you. It would be wise to meet with your god again by performing the Meister's ritual, here or in Siva's vault.
Здесь? Как я смогу повидать его здесь? Ладно, хочет, так хочет. Как-то я не представляю, как можно повидать его здесь. Так, ребят, подождите меня. Я быстренько схожу. А потом вернусь. Киса! Блин!
Before you, a statue. As you step close.
Keeping it together, Bree. I'm all right, as long as I don't think about it too much. You're safe among friends. Never forget it.
Tell me, have you heard any news?
Nothing good. The Voidwoken are everywhere. Thank the Divine you're here to protect us.
Yes, of course.
Smells worse over here than a dozen rotten eggs dropped in a vat of vinegar.
Then don't come over. Not like you're buying anything.
If I don't come visit you, Ton,
Tell me,
who
have you heard
will?
any news?
Wouldn't you like to know?
Nothing good. The Voidwoken are everywhere. Thank the Divine you're here to protect us.
Keeping it together, Bree.
Yes, of course.
You're safe among friends. Never forget it.
Nothing less but wisdom of the ancients.
Keeping it together, Bree. I'm all right, as long as I don't think about it too much. You're safe among friends. Never forget it.
Так.
Good find.
Так, а где у меня чернокорень?
As you suck the smoke deep into your lungs, your vision starts to swim and cloud. There is an intense pounding in your head, and you can feel the world fading.
Задерживаю дым в легких.
As the world fades away, you lose all sense of being grounded. You reach out, but you could feel yourself falling slowly, sinking into the depths of your own soul.
My. Aren't you looking well? How does it feel? All that power.
Ничего особого не чувствую. Просто выучила пару новых трюков и все.
Why? I say that's anything, but...
A sudden shudder jolts through its body so violently that it drops to its knees, stunned into silence.
Get off me! I'm fine.
It mutters something low and violent in a strange, jagged tongue. All warmth drains from your body, leaving you corpse cold.
You see what the Void is doing, don't you? Taking shots at anyone it fears might stop it. It's coming after you, Losa. It wants us both. We need to act. Now. I've given you eyes that can see Source. Now you need the teeth to take it.
The thing smiles, and you notice for the first time two vampire-like fangs glistening beneath its upper lip. A gulf of magic envelops you, and you feel a sudden insatiable hunger for Source.
Go on. Have a taste. I know you want to feed on me.
Мне как-то не по себе. Я не хочу испытывать эту жажду.
It's too late for want. All you are is what you are. Go on. Haven't you been dying to sink?
Though your spell tore through it like a spear through flesh, the thing smirks, its face darkened with pleasure.
Well done. Very well done.
Ну... Обойтись твоим истоком так было очень приятно. Но я бы не стал так делать с другом или невинным человеком.
We'll see about that. Let me tell you the one truth about what it means to be a god. It is to be the lion in a world of lambs. It is about power. And power is not given. It is taken. You can see the souls of the dead. And now, you can feed from them to your hungry heart's content. You'll need all the nourishment you can get if you're going to make it to the Well of Ascension.
Как добраться до ключа?
You aren't ready. Find more masters. Make them show you how to grow your capacity for Source. Happy hunting.
You seem different. Tell me, what have you learned? Or has the smoke simply addled your mind beyond repair?
Я научилась вытягивать исток у других живых существ.
Vampirism? As if killing a creature weren't enough, you should utterly destroy its soul too. A dark skill, but certainly useful.
The Meister slumps back in her chair, closing her eyes. Her breathing is shallow and ragged.
Very well then. But as you lack the glowing eyes of the divine, or the purpose of one soon to be divine, I trust you need another master of Source, naturally. I just pray the list you stole from the Magisters was long enough.
Так. Так, мне нужна память, да? А мне в любом случае память нужна. Так, все.